Power Rangers the movie. Yeah, it was a bad movie by Hollywood standards, but I still enjoyed this movie very much. And it's a heck of a lot better than that other Power Rangers movie. But we're not talking about the movie today. We'll talk about the tie-in game for the Super Nintendo, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, the game. My bad, people. It's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie featuring Ivan Ooze. I'm sorry, I got the names mixed up. Power Rangers the movie, the game for the SNES, plays pretty much the same as the predecessor, from the gameplay to the graphics. Speaking of graphics, they forgot to give Kimberly a skirt. Again! But Natsume and Bandai did make some changes to make this game different from the predecessor. Some of it for the better, but also for the worse as well. Some of the better changes include having Tommy the White Ranger as a playable character this time.
White Ranger Tiger Power, White Ranger Tiger Power, White Ranger Tiger Power, White Ranger Tiger Power.
But judging by the color of his teleportation aurora, I'm going to assume that he was originally going to be the Green Ranger and not the White Ranger. Some of the other great changes includes a 2-player mode, as well as being able to fight in 2 different sections of a stage instead of just one. But now it's time to talk about the changes that I did not like in Power Rangers the movie. For starters, instead of being able to transform into a Power Ranger halfway through a level, you have to collect the lightning bolt symbols from fallen enemies and from certain containers. Once your power meter is full, you can transform into a Power Ranger with the press of a right button. You can also use special abilities with the right buttons if you're not a Power Ranger yet, but I didn't use that often because it uses up your power meter, and I wanted to become a Power Ranger as soon as possible. The game also puts much more emphasis on remembering the layouts on each level, more so than in the previous game. Technically, it's not a bad thing, but it can be hard to do when you're playing this game the first time and you don't know which obstacle comes first. But the biggest negative change in Power Rangers the movie is the health system. Instead of one big health bar, you now have these 5 blocks representing your health, and each hit you take means 1 block taken away. This basically means you won't be able to take as much damage as you could in the previous game. However, I did kind of find a small workaround to this little problem. First off, get your power meter full as soon as possible, but don't transform into a Power Ranger just yet. Now wait until you get 1 block of health left, then transform into a Power Rangers. Not only do you get your health refilled, but if there's any enemies left on the screen, they'll disappear instantly. Even though there are changes that I don't like with this game, Power Rangers the movie, the game, is still very enjoyable. Granted, not as enjoyable as the predecessor, but having 2-player co-op, as well as being able to play as Tommy the White Ranger, are very positive additions to this game. Overall, I give it a solid B. This is Killatia, and I hope you enjoyed part 3 of my Power Rangers video game retrospective.